pretty yellow today, man.
Pretty yellow. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's yellow and you are pretty, so.
Okay. All right.
What's up with that?
So what's up? I don't know. This is a raincoat, I suppose.
Oh, it is raining, yeah.
In case somebody, we have to end up walking to get some gas or something. Because, I don't like to put a whole lot of gas in here at a time. And so it runs kind of dangerous towards the edge. So if we have to get out, I got something to identify me, so somebody maybe won't hit me. I don't know, maybe they will.
Wow.
I think how that works. But
I think if the airline crashes into the building that you're in, they'll know it's you.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, this thing with gas has got, it's got everybody kind of frustrated. But everything brings up a memory when you get to be old enough. So I remember my first encounter with inflation. I was 10 years old. I might have been 8, but I think it was 10 because it's a long time ago. And in those days, my family was working class. So, they come out of the stall working when you're real young. And so, well, I don't know if kids nowadays have allowances or not, but that's what they called it, allowance. And they didn't just give it to you. You had these series of chores.
That's it.
You were supposed to do, and then you got your money. So on Saturday, I got my dime every week.
I got me a quarter.
You got a quarter. Well, I got there, but it was this way, and this is what the story about. Coca-Colas were 5 cents, and they raised them up to 6 cents.
Oh my God!
And I go down with my dime to the store, because as soon as you get your dime, you go spend it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just automatic. So I get my dime, I haul down to the country store, and my Coca-Cola 6 cents instead of a nickel, and I'm used to having a nickel left over so I can
candy.
Buy other stuff.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind, and I went home and I was upset. I was upset. So my mama recognized that. She said, "What's wrong, son?" I said, "I don't think this is right." I said, I need more money. I said, I need kind of like a raise, Well, she goes, "Well, we can do that." Said, "But you're going to have more chores. You can't just get more money for the same thing." So that was a little life lesson she snuck in there. So she gave me a quarter. She added a long list. Let me tell you, it was a long list of stuff to get that quarter. But I got it.
There you go.
Got that quarter, headed out to that store, went down there, and I got me a Coca-Cola. I got me a popsicle. I got me all the penny candy I could want, and I was at 21 cents. And I was.
You were in hog heaven.
I won't spend my money, and so I didn't know what to do, and I was standing there kind of dumbfounded. And the woman said to me, she said, "Son, you ain't got to spend all that money right here today."
Oh.
That never crossed my mind. Of course I was going to spend all that money right here today.
Oh, man.
Oh, well, so that's my first encounter with inflation. And I guess it hadn't stopped since.
Dang, yeah, now the Coca-Cola's like $3.50.
Yeah.
Stand guy.
So, back when I was small, every once in a while we come to the mountains. And the roads, they were crooked back then. I mean, they were bad. But along, like right there, and I know your camera didn't get that, but there would be these people sitting alongside the road, and they'd have like these almost like stands, that you sit in at a ball game, and they would have stuff on there for sale. Now this is not yard sale. This would always be produce and jelly and apple pies, and then harvest would come, and it'd be bushels of corn and all that kind of stuff. Well, those places are not around anymore that I know of, just sitting on the side of the road. But there are a few places around here in Mayberry County that the people that produce the food still sell it, and they usually have them in a little shed nowadays. But you can go in and get corn, for instance, that's been pulled that morning. A couple of years ago, this place we're going here is called Hump Mountain Produce, and so we found out the very day that he was going to pull the corn that morning, because they pull the corn early in the morning, and we came out here and bought 36 ears from him, and we had a big, well, a big ado. I don't know what you'd call it. You know, we shucked corn and we froze corn and we cooked corn all day long. So, and it's a different taste. It's a better taste. I mean, it's a fresher taste, and you really do. You know, it's gone after the first day. It's not, so they say. So my wife claims the next day it's not the same. Anyway, Brian is his name, and he's local, and he's I think been doing this maybe 30 years, so a long time. We'll ask him, and there are a couple more around town, but I got to know Brian and asked him if we could come out and do a video, and he said yeah, because he's an interesting guy. There he is, right there. We call him in that produce. I guess you call it producing.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Hey.
This is Jason, and he's gonna be filming us as we talk.
Okay.
And you're gonna tell us all about your life and how you got into this business.
Brian?
So, you've been selling beer at this location.
About 15 years now. I got it pretty much straight out of high school. A lot of the produce we grow down off the mountain.
Oh, okay. Where is that at?
In Caldwell County.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So are you telling us that everything here is off of your farm?
Not yet. Our stuff won't be in until starting June and July is when we have most of our stuff.
I see.
So,
Is this all local stuff?
Not right now. Right now, everything other than peaches and strawberries is coming out of Georgia.
Okay.
now, you go over to Asheville and buy it?
Yes.
Okay. Which is the farmer's market in Asheville.
Really?
Which has actually got a big commercial part down in the back.
Yeah, there's a lot of wholesale houses and stuff down there. Yeah, my whole family's done farming and produce stands and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
But-
we never talked about what those blue ribbons are for.
Yeah.
Oh, all that canned stuff over yonder.
Now, do you make all this stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now, do you have a commercial type kitchen or just a kitchen in it? So how do you do all this?
I've got a buddy that has like a bakery and stuff,
Okay.
and I use his kitchen where it's certified and everything.
Now,
Sweet.
who is your buddy? Tell us about it, Coach.
Well, he owns a Redbird Bakery down in Hickory.
Okay.
So in the wintertime, I go down there and make a lot of this stuff.
Like that's because I'm looking at this. So you grow the corn,
Yes.
and then you freeze it, and then in the winter you take it down there and can it, or
Yes.
okay, because he okay.
Yeah, and a lot of times I'll just get it canned during the summer whenever we're pulling.
When you're pulling at the same
Yeah.
time,
Mhm.
but and you do that, take it to Hickory to do that.
Now the pickled corn you make in 5-gallon buckets, so
Okay.
you don't really have to have the kitchen for it.
So when you say pickle, now that basically means fermented, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you got a lot. All this fermented.
Mm.
So how did you get into fermenting stuff?
Well, I got into it. I've done this, run the store here for about 15 years.
Kind of on the side, what's the most unusual thing you've seen or observed in Avery County living here?
Oh Lord, I've seen all kinds of stuff. What you want to know about? Just something weird.
Well, I think you're a local, and this is going to be seen by people from off the mountain. So what kind of stuff would be weird here in Avery County? Or unusual, or remarkable, or scary?
Right. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what's considered normal outside of Avery County.
That's okay.
My great grandpa, my great uncle, my uncle, like I say, the whole family's been what they call peddlers.
Okay.
That's
good
what
word.
they call it whenever
Right,
they
yeah.
have a roadside
That's
sale.
right. Yeah.
What's your last name?
Chatley.
Okay.
So, you worked at some there when you were kids. They had you helping.
Yes.
Okay.
I know my uncle, he owns one. I get off the school bus and help him all the time.
Bus drop you off. Okay.
And then, I worked on the farm with Dad and everybody.
Okay.
Seems like it's a rewarding way to live.
Oh, yes, sir.
So, and that's a good question because you support yourself doing this. You don't have to work somewhere night shift to make all this work.
No,
Okay.
no, I completely self-sustained doing it.
Okay.
And you're helping to feed America, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How do you cook this? What is this?
Oh, that's a strawberry onion. All it is a Vidalia onion grown in a strawberry patch.
Why would you do that?
They say it makes them sweeter.
Cause there's something in the soil that the strawberries left there.
Really? I want one.
So, Brian, I've been coming out here a long time now buying specifically to buy corn from you.
Yeah.
And there's been trials and tribulations over all the years
Yeah.
of growing corn. And I know one year you couldn't even get the corn in the ground. It rained so much until like July. And then other times,
Been
so
too dry.
tell us, just kind of talk to us about
Right.
what can happen in the early years of early months of planting to
Right.
make a crop grow.
Well, whenever you're trying to get stuff in the ground, weather's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It can, a lot of times it's too wet, sometimes it's too cold, because corn, you want the ground temperature to be like 60 degrees for the soil temperature,
Okay.
for pretty much everything. It will grow a little bit, but it really won't start growing until that ground temperature warms up.
So sometimes we have unexpected late snows up here. Have you ever had anything of that nature happen?
Well, we had late frost this year, and it killed
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that I had out early.
And you go back and replant it, or what?
Yeah, you gotta go back and replant it.
Okay.
Then the crows and stuff will pull up the sprouts and eat the seed off the sprout.
So, tell us about planting. Different than when you were a kid, right? Did you have one of them fun things when you were a kid?
Did.
To drop a seed in it.
Yeah, now they got machines you can put behind the tractor and do it.
Do it all.
Most of what I plant, which is hard for, acreage we grow, I have one of them push behind planters that
Okay.
you change the disc in for different seeds. And change the disc for corn, cucumbers, squash, stuff
It makes a
like
long
that.
day, huh?
Yeah, it's not like strictly produce in that sense. There's
Right.
like shade trees and stuff
Right.
like that. And then you'll have a patch of pumpkins, then you'll have shade trees, then cucumbers,
Well,
corn.
So, do you do apples?
We do a few apples, but honestly, most of the apples I sell here I get from Hendersonville.
Yeah, lots of apple orchards
Yeah.
down there.
There's no way you could grow enough apples to supply.
So one reason I like coming here, Brian, is you can touch the stuff. You can't do that in the grocery store anymore. They wrap it all up and they turn the
Right.
bad side down, and boy, this is like, you get some ownership in it when you buy it here. I think would be the right way to say it. You feel like, man, I looked at that, I decided that was good, and I'm gonna enjoy it. So,
Right.
you ever have it? Right.
It's been there all but now it's some kind of roadside church.
Yeah.
I don't know. Really. That's what the sign says.
So Brian, with your farming and stuff, do you ever supply some of the food pantries and stuff with excess foods that you?
Yes, sir. A lot of apples during the fall. Whenever we close up, I'll go to like the Feeding Avery family.
Okay.
Used to take some over in Boone. That way nothing really goes to waste.
Good for you, sir. Good for you. Good. So you got that community spirit thing going too.
Yeah. That's one good thing about Avery County. Your neighbor's gonna help you and you gonna help your neighbors.
Yeah. And boy, that really came out with that flood, huh?
Oh, yes, sir.
Man, I'm really kind of proud how we all behaved.
Yeah, that's one good thing about the Avery County community.
Yeah.
They're gonna help each other out.
So here's the $64,000 question, Brian, is, now my wife swears she can smell the cantaloupe and tell if it's real, and that don't work for me.
Right.
So what do you tell people when they say, is this a good cantaloupe?
Well, the first thing's like your wife says, is smell.
Okay.
But if you can't really go by smell, you look at the stem end, see how it's turning yellow?
Yeah.
That means it's getting ripe.
Okay.
And you can look, that one's a male.
It's a what?
A male.
Okay.
See how big that is?
Uh-huh.
That's a female.
I thought it was going to be a niche in there.
You know, this opens up for a lot of comments now.
Yeah. So,
Well-
all right. So while we're here, here's the other thing. There's always the old thumping the watermelon. Does
Yeah.
that work?
Most of the time, yeah.
Because it sounds hollow, and that's what you want.
Now the old-timey way is you get a broom straw. It has to be a real broom straw. It can't be nylon. You place it down with the stripe. And if it spins, it's right. If it sits still, it's not right.
Do you happen to have a broom straw here?
I don't think I do, but I can look.
I'd love to see that ride.
Right.
A little bit, because I used to go up here and see Miss Johnson.
Yes.
And one day when I was up there, she went into a long dissertation about whether it was going to be cold this winter or not. And she told us all this stuff about the trees and hornets. Do you have those stories?
Yeah.
Okay.
You look at like yeller jackets and hornets and stuff.
Okay.
If there's a lot of nest in the ground, it's going to be a cold winter.
Okay. As
And then,
opposed to not in the ground.
Right. If they're not, if they're like up in the trees and stuff, it's going to be a mild winter.
Okay.
At least that's what I've always heard.
Okay.
And so what did you hear about the woolly worm?
Woolly worm, you look at the black and brown on it. The black part means cold winter. Then you'll have mild winter. Then you'll have,
And so is there anything
cold.
else, a third weather way to do this?
You can look at the corn shucks.
Now that's what I was getting ready to ask you, because she told us about that too. Now tell us about that.
If the corn has a real thick shuck on it, it's going to be a cold winter.
And that proved to be true. When she was telling us all that, we bought a bunch of corn, and it was all real thick, and then it ended up being real cold that winter.
So
But then it's always cold up here, so that might be a trick.
Right.
So I wonder when it got down to minus 10 degrees for 3 weeks this last winter, if that was on the woolly worm's hide.
Could have been. I didn't look too much.
Yeah. So Brian,
Yes.
how does somebody get a hold of you? You have a phone number?
Yes, sir. It's 828-733-0262.
Okay, buddy.
We're here 7 days a week till about Thanksgiving.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Sure thing.
Thank you, Brian. We appreciate this.
Sure.
And I appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when I come up and touch the female.
Well, don't make it
we
weird.
Won't put that in there.
Don't make it weird, Alan.